Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. I am Brett Chapin. That's Steve Julian.
Howdy, howdy.
We have with us, what's that?
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. We have with us the incredible musical theater sensation and Olivier award-winning actress, Leslie Margarita. Hey, Leslie.
Hello.
I can't believe this. I am in the presence of glory.
Presence of royalty.
Hey,
On my
the edge of
knees.
glory.
I am on my knees.
That happens a lot with me.
I know.
This is Queen Leslie Margarita, and she has a show on the 22nd.
I do. I have a giant cabaret show called All Hail the Queen on the 22nd.
Is the subtitle to that is The Bitch Is Back, right?
The Bitch Is Back, yeah. This is, the Tip or Six version of All Hail the Queen. And this is a brand new version. Every song, every story's new, and it's called The Bitch Is Back. It's really good. It's at Supper Club.
I saw her show 2 years ago at Hollywood and Highland.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was blown away. It was so much more than I expected. Seriously, I loved it. And it made me a stalker because then I started to follow her around to different shows she was doing. She had already done See What You Want to See the Blank, or that's where I met her first. And then she did the Queen show. And then I went up to Sacramento to see her do Spam-A-Lot with Glenn Casale and Gary Beach.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like just following this woman all over California, watching her perform.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love stalkers.
Buy some mace, Leslie. Just kidding.
I'm glad you like the Queen show. It's really different. It's not like a normal cabaret show. It's more like a Bette Midler kind of nightclub act. Really fun. And this one, I think, is the best one yet.
Wow.
Very cool.
How is that even possible?
I know. We've been working on it for a really long time. It's been in the works for, about a year. So it takes that long to kind of get everything together, and we have dancers and a band, and so it just takes so long to get everybody together.
How many costume changes?
No, I can't tell you that.
Oh, come on.
A few.
Okay.
A few costume changes, a few hair changes.
Very cool. I cannot wait to see this show, Leslie. You know, I was a big fan of Leslie's too long before she came on the show and just followed her work. She's fantastic. You're fantastic.
Thanks.
So people can find out information about that show at lesliemargarita.com, right?
Yes, lesliemargarita.com, and if you want, you can find it, but if you go lesliemargarita.com/AHQ, or All Hail Queen, it leads you right to the site where you can buy tickets.
Ah, very nice.
How convenient.
How convenient. Yeah, it's very exciting.
And then you're also working on your show at the Falcon Theater, right? It's in previews right now?
I just had a matinee. I'm doing a play at the Falcon called The Gronholm Method, and we open next Friday. We're in previews right now, so I just had a matinee and have another show tonight. And then in between, I'm sitting here with my director, actually, Lauren Bass, and so in between shows, we rehearse the Queen show. So I'm multitasking.
Do you ever sleep?
No, not lately. None of us do. I swear, I have the best team. And there is an entire team of people putting together the Queen show. Between Lauren produces and directs it, her brother produces it. Her brother also styles me. Brett Ryback is my musical director, and he does all of the arrangements and everything. And then we have a team of people doing video work and choreography. Katie Durham is a choreographer. So, there's a ton of people involved in it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that show at the Falcon is in previews right now, right? And then how long does it run? When does it close?
It runs until September 30th. There are 8 shows a week, but don't buy tickets for August 22nd because you will be buying tickets to All Hail the Queen.
Oh.
When I got the job at the Falcon, I said, great, I love it, but I have a problem on the 22nd, and so I'm lucky enough to have a great understudy here who's going to go on that night for me while I'm off queening away.
And this is a really contentious play that you're into at the Falcon. Can you describe the scenario?
It's amazing. It takes place four corporate people come together for an interview, and it basically the interview is not what it seems, and these 4 people are not who they seem. It's a little bit like Lost in that way. It's really, really cool. I can't tell you much more than that because it'll give it away. but it's about the corporate world and what people will do to get a job, which I can identify with.
I actually haven't heard of it before. Is it a modern show or is it a classical?
Yeah, it's brand new. It's been done all over the world, and this is the first time it's being done in America. And they have plans to bring it to New York, and they wanted to try it here first in Los Angeles. So it is an American premiere, but it's got a huge following in Europe. People love this show, and there's been a movie made of it in Spain, and it's been like a worldwide phenomenon. So it's really exciting to be able to do it here.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So you've worked over in London. You've done Zorro in London, for which you won an Olivier Award. And for those that don't know, the Olivier Award is it's basically the Tony Awards for London.
Yeah.
And I loved your speech. Tell me about some of the differences between working in London in theater and working in Los Angeles. Are there similarities?
It brings
differences?
a lot more.
Makes sense.
Let's move to London.
Yeah.
They really do. I mean, literally, the band will go to the pub at intermission and then come back. They have a timer.
Really?
Yeah, there's not much difference, honestly. Like, for me, it was literally just being away from friends and family. But there's really no difference than theater that we do out here in London theater. They, I kind of thought they'd be stuffy and arty, and they're not like that at all. They're really, the British people are fantastic, and the theater community there is so tight. And the best thing about the theater community is there is no difference between a theater actor and a film actor. And sometimes out here, you kind of like, oh, you're a film actor or you're a musical theater actor. They really kind of do everything in London, and everything is equally as important to them, which I thought was really cool.
So you're saying in London, theater gets the respect that it deserves?
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I'd look out my dressing room window and you'd see the guy that was Dumbledore in all the Harry Potter movies in his dressing room getting ready to go on. They just do everything, and the actors there want to do theater really badly.
Sounds awesome. Well, guys, if you have any questions for Leslie Margarita, make sure you give us a call, 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. Get a copy of The Chictionary by Anna Leffler just for calling in and asking a question. And we'll be back on La La Land today with Brett and Steve Julian right here on CRN Digital Talk.